What is going on, everyone? Matthew97657 here, and today we are back with yet another figure unboxing and review. And as a title and thumbnail suggests, this is going to be the Bandai Movie Monster Series King Ghidorah 1964 Phantom Color version. So with that being said, nothing more to it. Then you get on right on into it. And I do have the kind of like, distributor box because I opened it up. Usually I like to open up and have the actual box shown, but I opened it up and the figure is just in there. So I figured I'd show this off, pretty much saying, hey, this is the Ghidorah 1964 version. There you have the Japanese text, Movie Monster Series text, a barcode. It's pretty much like a standard box. There's nothing really too crazy on it, but like I said, I did open it because I was expecting another box, but there it is. It just comes in like that with some protective dividings, which is actually very much appreciated with a figure like this, because the wings probably would have an easy time getting warped, being smushed in the box. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm trying to find the opening here. There it is. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Ta-da! Here it is, and exactly what I was saying, it does have that warp issue, which is a little unfortunate, but it's nothing that some heat can't fix. But here it is. This is the Phantom Color version for King Ghidorah from Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster. And I gotta say, I'm actually a pretty big fan of the color scheme. This is the first time I've ever had, this poster version, if you want to call it that, from the original 64 poster. I know that they have made merchandise of this, design. I think X Plus has done a figure. And I think, there's probably some Marmot figures out there. But this is the Bandai Movie Monster Series line, the exclusive line. This was an exclusive, I think, premium Bandai in Japan, and then they distributed it over here in the West, and I purchased mine from Big Bad Toy Store. So, them, it kind of takes a little bit to get their stuff. But very cool. As you can see, it's got some gold paint apps upon the chest as well as the neck. And then on the under neck, you can kind of have that like red. It kind of looks like a maroon color. Kind of where, I don't want to call it, I guess it's like fur around the neck for the original suit. And then obviously we have this kind of like navy blue color going on. We have the gold kind of coming here as well as the red coming back. The eyes themselves are red, if you guys can see that there. The mouth does have some paint apps with the mouth and teeth, the teeth being a little bit of a gold. Yep, the eyes are red. The crest are gold, very nice color. And then the toenails are gold. No paint apps on the end of the tail. And then I always do it. I don't know why I didn't. Here we have our tag there. And there it is. Ghidorah Three-Headed Monster. So very cool. I actually really do like it. I'm not going to lie. I think the color scheme pops out. My only gripe is that it did end up warping in the box. And so it's not really that stable. That's my only real critique. But, it's at the fault of no one. It's hard to get these type of figures shipped out without, having it secured in a specific plastic mold, but then obviously if you do that, it increases cost. So I get why they did it. It's just always a shame that for the most part, most of these Bandai Ghidorahs usually have some sort of like warp to them. So, but like I said, it's nothing that all heat can't fix. So it's probably something that I will just throw outside and then try to get it back to a standing position, because it's a little bit tilting. But yeah, I gotta say I really do like it. The color scheme, it's a good eye catcher in my honest opinion. For articulation, not too much. We have nothing on the heads. We have a little bit on the legs there, full rotation, and then on the tail we have nothing. There's a seam there, but we have nothing, and then we have nothing on the wings, which is honestly kind of surprising. Sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't. But yeah, very cool. I gotta say I really do like the design on it. I think it's an eye catcher in my honest opinion. I know I already said that, but let's go ahead and move on to a quick comparison. Let's go ahead and just grab our other obscure Ghidorah here, which is the Shin King Ghidorah from the Godzilla vs. Evangelion ride from Universal Studios Japan. Because I don't really have any other like Showa molds to go with this one, I figured, hey, let's just do a different Ghidorah. So 2 different designs that we've seen. Man, this thing is not giving me a break. 2 different designs. And yeah, how far we've come, right? 64, this was what, 2018? Was this 2018? It's not going to tell me. I want to say this was 2018. But yeah, very cool. I think that's, you know, honestly gonna be my only comparison. I really do like it. Heck, if you guys want like I guess a quick one, I'm gonna do the Super Godzilla I ordered as well. So I have this Space Godzilla to show off too. So very fun stuff. You know, we're just prolonging the video. I've kind of gone through everything I usually go through, but that's never not a bad thing, right? All right. So with that being said, that is actually going to conclude this one, so I can just wrap up and start recording the other video I have, which is the Super Godzilla version. But yeah, I gotta say, I do like it. I really do. I like the it's kind of simple color, and then it's got a little bit of a flair to it. So I think it works. I really think it works. Like I said, the only gripe I have is that mine is having a little bit of trouble standing, as well as the neck being a little bit warped down there. But it's something I'll have to fix. I kind of like the little droops on the wings as well. It's a very nice touch. But let me know what you guys thought of the Bandai Movie Monster Series King Ghidorah Phantom Color version from the 1964 poster. And I will see you on the next video. See ya!